Any other crazy lunar-related things I've seen?
Well, speaking of crazy things that happen under the moon, who wants to talk about last week?
Last week, let's see. If I recall, Ayaja did some meditating with her deities, T, and learned some stuff. And then me, Ynit, and Bran went to the archives to learn a bit about that symbol. And Ynit found some kind of porthole to hell or something that he was able to summon when he wrote down the runes, I think. And we all kind of decided to put a bookmark in those books and then come back to them. Let's see. And I think that after that we went to the place. And there's a welcome to the murder zone.
I guess that is the highlights. Anything else anyone wants to add?
No, that was pretty accurate.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. All right. So, when we last left off, the five of you were currently on the rocky, jagged edge of this, well, monolith of misconstructed architecture. This dark plinth that cuts into the sky seems both bigger and far more foreboding than initially anticipated. And as the glass float begins to sink into the sea, what would you guys like to do?
How many entrances are we seeing here?
From where you are, you don't see an entrance, but you do see some constructed wall. It looks as if this was actually built into the side of a structure and just been slowly mined outwards.
Is there a path or anything like that?
Make a perception check.
Do. Sorry, I read my description again. Oh,
Right.
wow.
Though you don't see an actual path, you do see that there are tracks in the gravel that seems to be replacing the sand here. And there are some well walked paths, not actual roads or anything, but you do see them leading a couple to the left and but more so to the right. You know, along where the constructed wall is.
All right, so there's two paths. One has a lot of footprints and one has a few footprints. Which one should we follow?
That one.
Were we given any more specific instructions, or was it just good luck, kids?
It was literally
Good
good
luck.
luck, kids. Like, everybody said you couldn't do it. No one told you to be
Grandpa
here.
Spooky Wizard.
Just get in the boat and leave.
Yeah.
Nope.
I don't think that's how that works anymore.
Oh no, it sank. As soon as it cracked open, it started taking in water, and by the time you got like onto the shore dry, it was already just coasting down.
I mean, this
Oh,
is
no.
massive, right? Like, this
Yes.
is to scale.
This is.
Can we tell at all? Like, I can see that path winds, but can we tell which one? Like, I feel like one would go outwards and around, and one would go up. Can we tell which one goes up?
The paths that you see here are a little bit higher up, but they don't seem to be paths as in leading into it. They look to be more like mining gangplanks.
So, like, one goes to like where they're rebuilding a thing, and the other goes to where like soldiers go, right?
Yeah, in the gravel beneath you, not on the mountain itself, or not in the fortress itself.
The gun's a newer thing, right?
Say again?
Okay, so we would go where they're building then, maybe, because it'd be in the newer area. I think maybe. I don't know.
I guess so. Which one had less footsteps again? The left path.
To the left.
What do you say, guys? Left path.
I follow you, Birdman.
I am wise, so I will take the left path, and hopefully there is less people to kill.
I mean, you haven't taken your potion yet, so you're not wise.
I'm very wise. And how long does that potion last?
An hour.
How many of them did we have?
One for each of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it.
Alright. Well, walking down the leftward path, as you continue forward and go to the other side of the structure, the gravel starts to not dissipate, but sort of be interspersed with now sand. And continuing further and further, it is now almost completely sand in front of you. To what looks to be almost a semi-relaxing beach. On the right-hand side, along this fortress, you can now see a clearly built, like, masonry stone structure. Each of the blocks are just about as large as you knit, though you don't know their depth. And as you continue forward, you can see the trails in the sand begin to sort of not wash away, but wane away as between sand and other elements have been sort of pushing it forward. You do, however, see something. About 100 feet in front of you, you see somebody lying down in the sand.
Who is it?
Make a perception check.
This is where Sophie comes in, isn't it?
Motherfucker, I have her intro.
I know. What was it? You said perception?
Yeah. Let's want to go investigate. Right. Looking at it, it's humanoid. It
May
like
I look as well?
Sure. And
It's humanoid, all right.
you can tell that it's clearly humanoid, and you can see maybe little bits of pink flesh, but it's really hard to tell. It's almost like buried in the sand a little bit, but like in that, your kid's really fucking bored and you just don't want to give him any more shit anymore. Kind of buried.
Should we try a little sneaky sneak?
Sure, let's sneaky.
All right. So I'm gonna try and sneak up to get a little closer, see if this is just a dead person in the sand or a live sand.
Okay. What is the marching order?
I guess I'm first.
I'm gonna stay in the back.
Left foot, right foot. Left foot, right foot.
Alright, so Armax, Elenil, Unit, or no, Armax.
Oh no, I'm in the back, like back.
So
I
Armax.
guess,
I'm in the front with the armor.
Okay.
Yeah. So can we take? Can I just like do a little spinny spin and put Ayash in the front?
Okay, you're going to push Ayasha forward.
Well, she's wiser
She's
than
gonna be
me.
by herself. She's got this.
But if he's
Alright.
dead, I get first dibs on the loot.
And you're sneaking?
No.
Okay, you're
I
not
can't
sneaking.
sneak. No,
Yeah.
I can't. Well, I mean, we're out in the open anyway. Is there anywhere actually to sneak?
Not really. Basically,
Yeah, so...
you might be able to walk quieter. Because if not, trust me, anyone can hear you from a distance.
I mean, I feel like people can see him from above. So, I don't know. I'll attempt.
We're not gonna go tromping, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah,
she
you-
lives for tromping.
Basically, you're going to go at a slower pace, just being a little more meticulous where you put your feet.
Yep, that's about right.
Alright, everyone else who is moving also needs to roll stealth. Remember, it's a group check. That's what saves people in heavy armor.
Nah.
I am
muddy,
the
man.
sneakiest.
All right, the two guys who are
Ow! Unit's got a bandana on and a cigarette, and he's talking into his Kodak.
Yep. Alright, so Max and Unit are a little more inclined to walking on this more off-putting terrain. Unit, having actual training and not disturbing areas, is pretty good at just watching his footsteps and keeping his feet very light. Not having shoes also helps. Armax is the same. He's actually trying to use his wings to not fly but flutter slightly. Ayaja and Elenil, can both of you roll me a D100, please?
Look, man.
I just need both of you to roll a D100.
85.
Yes, 15.
Did it? Go
Okay.
team. It's 100 together.
Alright. Give me a moment. Let's see. Ooh, does a 28 hit your AC?
Which one?
Elenil.
Yes.
Alright. So good news. It wasn't that you guys didn't know what you were doing that made a whole bunch of noise. It's the fact that as Elenil takes a step forward, you hear a tsk, and then a set of rusted red bare teeth just claw into your right leg and are just tearing into you.
I scream at the top of my lungs and bloody murder.
I attempt to do the hand grab on the screen.
Alright, hold on. Well, you make a sleight of hand. Alright, here's the good news. You only take... Let's see... 4, 9... You only take 15 damage, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh boy. Alright.
Wait, you can add... Oh, no, that probably won't help. That's a 6. Never mind.
Nope. Okay. So, as the bear trap... as the bear trap latches into her leg, it then begins to spin, knocking Elenil to the ground. Oh boy. Hold on.
Elenil, you hit the record when you fell.
Yep, that's what I did.
No. But, as you're being knocked down, and you can tell that you're not clamped. You're being chewed. As all around you guys in the sand, these start popping up. These animated bear traps begin digging out and lashing at all of you.
They're kind of cute, because it looks
I
like
need
they're
an
holding the
initiative check.
chains.
Hold on a second. I know what they look like.
Oh, it's on screen. That is literally their character photo.
They're adorable.
Yeah, no, but what I'm seeing in my mind's eye...
Let's see. Oh boy.
That's what they look like. Let's see, where's the, how do we do that? Do we just click on the main
Drag
one?
the name over from the
Oh,
character
yeah.
list.
For the time being, I'll just put your character photos down because it's not relevant where you are at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. I think I got it now.
Alright, is everybody on the board?
Woo! Jesus, these things are huge.
That is not the scale. That's just for me.
I know, but one likes to dream,
All right. So what? Oh, fuck.
and Poppy likes to chitter.
6. So that's. All right. Top of the. Oh boy.
Wow.
Now then, I'll see the purpose of this. This one is currently chewing on L&L. And it's gonna hurt like hell. Alright.
Question. Is it restraining her?
No, she's just currently prone.
Okay, would my shield thing work to give it disadvantage? I don't know since it's on the ground, so it's kind of weird.
It was a surprise attack, but it wouldn't help.
Oh, I thought the action before was a surprise. Okay, never mind.
It's in response to that. It happens. It's basically when a wolf attacks. Except this hurts a lot more. Also, hit rolled 2 19s. It wasn't going to help.
That's fair.
Alright. Alright, so got her. This means next one's going for Aramax. Though thankfully it doesn't get the double sneak attack.
Did I get damage? Because I don't remember you saying that damage.
14?
Yes.
14? Okay.
Yeah. 4 plus 9 plus 6. And you are prone.
Okay.
Alright.
You're also prone to tetanus.
Oh, good. Hey.
Hey.
Oh, wait, no. Armax, you're not in front. It's Ayaja.
Yeah, boo.
Okay, so yeah, it's going after you.
Yep.
Oh boy. Let's see. Put this one here. Does a 28 hit?
I would hope so.
Alright.
I put all my skills in defense.
Wait, hold on. Nope. I can almost get it. Almost.
Alright, you take 12 piercing damage. And you also need to make a strength saving or dex saving throw versus being knocked prone.
Dex? Okay.
Dex.
+4.
Alright.
I think it's, yeah, my modifier is 4. Keep forgetting
Alright.
that.
It grabs into you, but it grabs into your side, and as it tries to spin, it basically grinds its teeth on your armor and then, like, lets go.
Oh, the sound must suck on that.
It's very comical metal grinding.
I hate that sound.
Alright. Which, that means next one's going for the bird.
Please don't kill the bird. You wouldn't like the taste of bird.
Does a 16 hit.
Let's see, what was my, armor class 12. Let's see, what did, I had my, does mage armor add anything to that? Let's see.
Yeah.
It would.
13 plus dex.
Yeah.
But you haven't cast it yet.
Yeah, that was like the first thing I did when I got here.
It lasts 8 hours, so usually players just take off the slot and people assume.
Yeah.
You know, I'll give it to you because you were told this place was a fuckhole.
Yeah, so that would be 13, 15.
Still hits.
Yep.
Alright. And strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. This is going to be beautiful.
Are you within 10 feet of me?
Yes, you are all very close to each other.
Okay, so +4 for you too. I don't know if that helps.
Plus 4?
+4, yeah. I'm trying.
So let's see. I got a 13.
It's really plus 4? I thought it was
Yeah.
plus 2.
But why would it be +2? I'm so confused.
As am I.
No, my charisma's 18.
Oh, it's equal to your Sorry, I thought it was a flat bonus. Okay, damn.
No.
And no, not strength, dex.
And a save.
A dex
And
save?
you know what? You would have passed. So yeah, it tries to wrestle you to the ground, but fails.
thinking of Ayaja filled me with enough strength to not fall over.
You still take 18 damage.
I know.
Oh boy.
And I'm trying really hard not to cry.
And the last one goes for the only player still available, Unit. This is when it rolls a 1. Or a 25.
Jesus, these things are the toughest enemies in the game.
That's gonna hit.
Alright, Dex saving throw. For 10 piercing damage. But you are not knocked prone. So the only one prone is Elenel. Okay. Alright, so after these all begin clamping onto legs, chests, arms, and whatever else they could fucking find, Ayasha, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, and it's already apparent that the body that you saw, yeah, one of these things let go of it to attack you. Just throwing a bone.
Be fine.
Yeah. Kill it.
Yeah. I don't know how I would. Oof. I want to help Eleanor,
Make
but
a perception check.
oh jeez, this is the wrong person to do that. Nope. Wait. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's the same number anyway.
Oh, fuck. I'm glad I didn't read that.
What?
It has a secondary ability that procs if it knocks someone prone.
Yeah, I figured.
Don't get knocked prone.
What? It chops your head off?
It gets 3 additional attacks with advantage.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah.
But Ayaja, thankfully,
Okay. So
it's not hard to see. You can see that each of these bear traps do have chains on them, and they are pulling taut. So what do you
what
want to do?
kind of? No. It. How would I get Eleanor out?
Well, she can spend
Or
half.
or just.
She can spend half a move it to get up and walk away.
Oh, okay. So it's not actually latched on her.
No, it just knocked her prone, and I didn't read the part where it's supposed to eviscerate her.
I'm gonna stab at it and see if I feel like it's not doing much.
Which one?
The one that downed, well, not downed, but proned Eleanor.
Okay, go right ahead. Oh yeah,
That
these
is
are
the thing would
also
work.
small creatures to whatever that's relevant. Yeah. Oh, you hit.
Feel some, like, resistance or...
What weapon are you using?
I'm using a non-magical weapon right now.
Alright, you do feel resistance. But you did hit.
Just do a normal attack again. I don't know why I keep saying I have disadvantage, this stupid thing.
No. That
It's probably
unfortunately doesn't hit. It also says it's also trying to give you advantage.
I don't know why it's doing that. I have it normal. Oh, now it's on advantage. I hate this sheet.
where's
Okay,
it?
I fixed.
Where's the advantage option?
Top
I do
right
not
red.
have access to that as a DM, but it's the gear icon in the top right.
Oh, that's rather clever.
All right, so your first attack, you slash down onto it and you knock it off of Elenel and get it back. But with your second strike, you begin to pierce into it. But it not having a physical form makes it difficult to hit, and your sword basically goes through, and you have to quickly just bring your hand back before it snaps onto it. All right, anything else you want to do? You guys are about 20 feet into this very bad area.
Oh, we can't really flee, so, you know.
I
Oh,
mean-
that's it.
All right,
I mean, I guess you could,
Elenil, you have a face full of sand, your leg is bleeding horribly, and you hear the sound of rusted metal clamping down around you. What would you like to do?
First, I'm gonna stand up.
Alright, that takes half your movement.
Are there any near me?
Yes, there is one directly next to you, and the one on Yanit is also close to you, but is not currently engaging.
Okay, I'm gonna wild shape into a tiger.
Okay.
And then I am going to try to bite him.
Alright, make the attack. Okay, you have the stats for it? For Tiger?
I mean, I pulled it up in a different tab.
Okay, just as long as you have it, because
Yeah, I got it.
that's not what I was thinking of. Alright, you do hit. Which one are you attacking?
The one in front of me.
Alright. And are your attacks considered magical?
They are. That's why I changed it to a tiger.
Thank goodness. You bite into this thing and actually leave a visible dent in the side of it.
Do you want me to go ahead and roll damage?
Please. Alright. Alright. It looks fairly unfazed.
But I do see damage on it.
Yes, you do see damage. You do not see it slowing in the slightest.
Okay. Now I'm gonna move closer to Yanit, like try to hide behind him,
Oh, you're
in the
already
hopes that
next
it
to him.
doesn't try to go after me again.
Because of your tiger's form, basically you're next to him already.
Oh! Then I walk behind him.
Raja, be more courageous.
Hell no, I just got hit.
You
Come
know,
on, don't
he's too distracted. I'll say you can do it.
Okay, yeah, I just stand behind him.
Yeah.
Hopefully
one,
that's like another shield.
the one you attacked is still within range of you.
Okay.
Yeah. But the one with Yanit is preoccupied.
I'm hoping he is now distracted with two targets instead of one target.
Let's find out. Hey, Yanit, what's your plan? Run.
First I'm gonna sing a song of my people.
Yeah.
With a subtle whistle in the wind, your astral bastard blade descends from the heavens and leaving an impact into the ground.
And I'm
Almost cutting Elenil. But you were careful.
Then I'm gonna beat my feet into these stupid things with well, not my feet, my wrench.
Ah, you got a fashion. Which, if you're watching Critical Role, they have a pretty good example of what it looks like.
Yes, I know.
Right? Which one are you attacking?
I'm gonna beat on the one that was attacking Eleanor.
Okay. He's definitely within range.
Ooh, that's not good.
Unfortunately, that's a whiff. This thing is just slamming in every different direction, and you just pass right over its head.
Mother.
And again, you've never fought something this small and fast before. It's like trying to swat a bumblebee. Or a kitten on cocaine.
And I use my bonus action, so yeah. That's it.
Armax.
Yes.
You're up.
All right. So, I'm going to try to. There's one in front of me, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to.
Next to you.
Well, yeah. I'm going to try to hit him with some acid. and then try to fly up into the air.
Alright, need to make a... Oh, fuck. Deck save.
Deck save. Come on, Armax. You can do this. Did that do this?
No, he's making the deck save.
Ah, fuck. Come on, Armax.
Does a 21 succeed?
Against what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Your DC is 15.
Yes.
It just jumps at you, and the ball of acid goes right through it. You can actually see the acid splatter on the chain behind it to little to no effect. And you're going to try and move away?
Yeah, I'm going to try to move straight up into the air, about 15 feet off the ground.
All right.
Or not 10 feet.
It's going to
10
take
feet.
an attack of opportunity. You're trying to move out of its range.
Jesus Christ, these things are good at hitting.
Yeah, it's almost like they're fucking bear traps.
Yeah, but those should just be like in the ground. Who animates a bear trap?
Well, seems how it's killing you guys. Alright, so yeah, it gets you, and make your deck save.
Can that one up top count?
You know what? Sure. So yeah, you succeed. So it does not knock you prone. It does do 13 piercing damage.
Am I still in the sky?
Yes, it did not stop your movement.
Okay, so it just scraped the piss out of me.
It clamped onto your calf, and you essentially had to fly as hard as you can to pull your leg out of its mouth.
Jesus.
The one he attacked have one next to it?
Yes.
That one would have been hit by the acid splash.
Well, it didn't succeed.
Oh, you rolled twice? I didn't see. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it didn't. Wait, because Acid Splash is... I thought Acid Splash is only an AoE if it hits.
No.
Let me check.
It splashes off.
Well, yeah, but it missed.
A target must succeed a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 out of the spell. Choose one creature within range or two creatures within range that are within 5 feet apart.
Yeah, you can choose two creatures.
Yeah.
I mean, it still missed, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm like 90% positive that those things just missed.
I mean, bloody hell, they need a 6 to pass. It's almost like you guys should not be here. Alright. Alright, let's get the bad one out of the way. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Because you do not have good AC.
I do not. Hit me, or not hit me. Preferably not hit me.
13?
It hits.
Damn. Alright, dexterity save. And even if you're a tiger, you still get the benefit from Ayaja. For 21 piercing damage. Okay, you pass. It latches onto the, to the shoulder, right between, it's the shoulder right where your right arm would be, if you were a person, but it's just trying to tear into that right now, and then you're able to pull your arm out of it. Oh, thank goodness!
Oh, thank goodness!
Hey, we're being killed.
feel like a missile.
Brother, it won't help.
Oh gosh, this is why we can't have nice things, guys.
Alright.
It's not my fault the thing attacked me. And
It's
I'm
probably
almost
your
dead as
fault.
a tiger.
It's probably your fault. Let's just be honest.
No, it's RMX's fault.
Hey, There are many things that will be RMX's fault, but not this.
Ow.
Did you guys even roll for stealth?
Yes.
Yes.
That's actually what did it.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Okay.
How bad is it?
Very bad.
Sending order.
Let's see. I think I'm one hit away from dying.
Just
All right.
one.
So, are you at your PC, Bran, or you getting there?
Nope. I am like 3 minutes away from my house. I just dropped off a coworker after firing his buddy. Super fun stuff.
Oh,
You
God.
did. Good excuse.
Thanks.
All right.
So you had a bad day.
Well, okay, thank you for doing that. Here's the situation. You know in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy when they entered that room full of the thought worms that smack you in the face if you think? It's like that, but animated bear traps. And they have a better to hit ratio than all of you.
Like, if we think the bear traps kill us?
No, that was just an example. Animated bear traps surrounding you guys.
Uh-huh.
So what do you,
Like,
what
we
do you-
walked into the room
Yes.
and we were surrounded?
Yes.
How did no one notice that?
Because no one looked for traps. You looked for
How
everything
track
except traps.
Didn't have our brand. Okay.
That's what I do. Okay. Can you give me a detailed description of the room?
You're not. You're not even in the fortress yet. You went
Yeah, we're
to the
that bad.
left.
We suck that much.
Yeah, it's a beach.
You effectively walked into the fortress's minefield. You're 20 feet into this sandy path where these four things are. Alright. Keep thinking. I'll keep going. Ayaja.
They didn't get a turn, did they?
Oh, fuck, no, you're right.
Sorry, guys. Honesty.
They got a turn against me.
Yeah, no, that's the one that started. Then one goes
Yeah.
for Ynit. Does a 26 hit?
No.
Thank goodness. Bounces off your astral armor. You can actually see its teeth clawing into your blade before snapping shut. Alright. And the one for Ayaja. That doesn't fucking hit.
Nope.
Just making sure. Alright, but now that Armax is gone, the one that was attacking him goes to the nearest target. So it's going to pull its chain completely taut and attack Ayaja.
Hitting us with the chain or biting us? Or both?
Biting.
You guys, how about
Aw.
we back
I was
up?
imagining just whipping us. It was pretty cute.
Alright,
You guys, how about
but,
we back up a few feet so they can't attack us?
but yeah, it is desperately trying to pull and grab at you. It is now doing its best chain chomp impression.
Do we see more popping out?
At the moment, no. you do
Yeah. Okay.
not. Alright. Bran, his turn, unless you don't think you got anything.
Me. Oh, I thought they were still the
Is there an actual map, or are we doing theater of mind right now?
This is Theater of the Mind currently.
Okay, so there's no like contextual clues that I'm missing.
The only one is that Ayaja can see that their chains are semi-taut when they're grabbing at you guys.
Semi-taut, not like fully taut.
The one that was attacking Armax is taut.
Okay, who's already been bitten? or attacked or whatever.
Everyone.
Oh dang! How rough does everyone look right now?
I'm
I
fine.
moved
Aramax is
that.
near death. Everyone else is hurting, but okay.
Okay. God, Eleanor, we're not even inside the building yet.
This is not my fault. I tried.
Like,
They allowed me to make choices.
Okay. Are they all trying to get at us, or just the one trying to get at Aromax?
oh no, they're all ravenous, hungry, and going for anything they can find.
But only the one near Aromax is taught.
Well, after Aramax flew away, it went for the next target, which was Ayaja.
And that's the only one that's taught.
Yes.
Is there any obvious reason for that I can see?
It's just a chain that's as straight as a ruler. But like when it jumps, it gets loose, but then it goes back. Chain chomp. Think chain chomp.
It's staked into the ground.
You could surmise that being a bear trap, it is probably staked to the ground. It's like... Alright.
They're all made of metal?
Yes.
Mhm.
Very rusted, blood-soaked metal.
How far away are all of them?
Each of them is within 5 feet of someone.
And how many are there?
4. Thankfully, I didn't roll the 6. Alright. You think I'm gonna keep going.
Do we what? Yeah, give me a second.
Ayaja.
Okay, how many could I get in the burning hands?
You could get no more than 1 without either endangering your ally or having to move away from them.
Them darn allies.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look through my stuff.
I mean,
Mm.
there's other things you can do than combat.
Yeah, I just don't want to waste resources. Limited, man.
I mean, we could take a sleep on the beach at some point.
True. Alright, I'll, hit again with the sword, but smite if I hit. Nope.
Swing and a miss.
Maybe?
Okay, that one hit. Which one did you
Okay.
attack?
Did they move around, or is the one that was in front of me before? Not the Aeromax one, but the one that I hit last time. That makes
The
sense.
one you hit last time is now across from Yanit. So you
Oh.
wouldn't be able to get a good
I
shot
didn't
on
get
him.
an attack of opportunity.
Well, no, because you're the one who moved.
I didn't move. I stayed still.
So oh no, Eleanor.
That was L.
I moved.
That's why it
So confused.
their movement is literally a circle. So they just sort of shift.
Okay, gotcha.
But you definitely have 2 targets in front of you.
Alright, so an extra 3d8. Radius 3d8, right? I'm so stupid right now. Yeah.
Alright. And which weapon is this?
Just using the longsword, but the radiant damage will be magic.
Okay. So yes, you slash into it, and you do chip off some dried blood. But it's at the tail end of it that this divine light seems to almost lash into a chunk of it and burn into the metal, actually leaving a visible dent. It looks relatively unscathed.
Do I see anywhere where we could... No, there's nowhere to hide. I'm just gonna stand there.
Nope, you're just...
Just back up.
To where?
Just back up a few feet. The chains are taut. It literally only guards a certain area. We can pick them off at a distance.
Oh, they're attached to something? I thought they were.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're pegged into the ground. Chain chomp.
Oh, now that makes a lot more sense. I thought they were like fish. Okay, yeah, I'll back up.
They're moving like fish, but they're taunt. Well, if you move, they're going to get attacks of opportunity.
How many?
11.
You could do it with only getting 2.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. Armax 1 is the furthest, so it's going to get its first shot. I don't. Wait, does.
That misses.
Because you have the shield up. Alright, so the furthest one tries to grab at you, and it latches onto your shield, and you just bash it off. And you are out of its range. Second one gets a crack at you. That one hits.
It does.
Alright, so dexterity saving throw. Alright, as it deals 14 piercing damage. But it does not knock you prone. It latches onto your kneecap, trying to just death spiral you to the ground, but you're able to just dig your sword into the sand and use it as a paddle out.
I feel dumb for wasting that spell slot now because I really didn't hear that they were attached. That's my turn.
Right. Elenil. Why the hell doesn't your token have a name? Oh, you moved it. Right.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna peek out from Yanit's back, just like look around and try to bite at one of them.
Alright. The one that's between you and Yanit, you wouldn't be able to reach. The one that's been attacking you, you could.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit that one.
That barely hits. I mean, they're doing their job. It's just like the players don't really disengage. You're just like, so roll damage.
I did.
Oh. Alright. So again, you lash into the side of it as it tries to bite into you, making sure to grab the outside of it so it doesn't slam onto you. You do leave a visible dent in it, but it definitely doesn't show any signs of slowing.
I hide back behind Yanit and in my turn.
You did.
Other than Eleanor, who's around me?
That's it. The bird's 15 feet away. Ayaja could have backed up her entire movement and gotten like way behind you guys. It's basically just you and a tiger.
Are there any, and the traps are still around me though?
Yes. One of them is near you but is not currently going for you. One of them is trying to go for you.
Okay. Where's Bran right now?
He was behind all of you guys, so he's out of range currently. And he really needs to figure out what he wants to do.
I mean, like, how far from me?
15 feet?
I turn around, I put my hand on Eleanor's head, and I cast Thunderstep towards teleport to Bran.
Does that work on a large creature?
As long as I can carry that creature. And I is strong.
What is your strength score?
Well, let's see, my strength score is 17, and I'm I double the carrying weight because of my
Goliathness.
That definitely
fighting.
helps. Let's see. Okay, I'll put her at a female. Midterm is 230. What is your strength score?
17.
17. So But it's 17 times 15. Oh boy. 17 times 15. Wait, is that before or... Oh no, it's doubled for you. So yes, you have 9 pounds to spare, but you could cast it and quickly just grab her by the scruff of the neck and lift her over your shoulder, like Conan style.
Okay, nothing, just because the spell can work.
Alright, you two just bamf, I presume, behind Unit or behind Brand and everyone.
Yeah.
Alright.
And
Thank
then
fucking goodness.
And then if they want to take damage, they can. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, they take it. They have no fucking strength score. But yeah, you two bamf out. Armax can just glide back. And much to your chagrin, all these snap maws just start snapping and cracking at you, and then once they realize they can't get you, they just go back to where their chains are, spin, and then just bury themselves in the sand again.
I would have done that in the first move, but I had to dance.
I land by the party.
Yep, you guys are back on the mostly gravel area.
So do we want to get what's on that corpse?
No.
I don't think it's worth it.
He can fly.
Are there any eyes on these things?
No. It is literally just a very pissed off bear trap.
I would like to look for exactly how they can sense us.
We stepped on it.
Oh.
And they've now dug themselves into the sand. They are no longer visible in the slightest.
Do I remember the location?
You have a general rough estimate, but judging by how long the chains were, there really isn't a place you could walk without getting within biting range of one of them.
Hello?
Hi?
Hello?
Bran? Okay, I heard me through him. What the hell?
I think he
Yeah,
was
he
on
was
his
echoing
phone.
bad.
Yeah, phone.
I know,
probably.
but I mean, how did he not hear me? It's like, I heard me.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Alright. So, what do you guys want to do?
I mean, I could try to fly over and drag that body.
It would be a drag, because you do not have the strength to move it.
I am strong.
What kind of
So-
clothes are they wearing?
Like, does he look like one of those fancy pants fellows that they sent before us to die?
Actually, taking a look at it, Ayasha and Elanil, you two would notice that they have a very modest robe, and it has very dark brown overtones with leather accenting. This looks very similar to the people you saw in hydroponics.
Weird choice to send here. We think this is well guarded because something's important, or a red herring?
It's hard to say.
I was asking in character.
asked y'all a question.
I'm sorry, I didn't. I had to step away from it. What was that question?
She was basically asking if we should try to press through them somehow, because there might be something important, or this might just be a red herring.
Like, what if we try this? Like, let's see. Hold on. Eleno can't turn into flyy things, right?
Not yet?
I could try to fly over there and see, like, because he's probably loaded down with some pretty good goodies. Because they wouldn't. Because I imagine that these guys are loaded down with some pretty decent magic shit.
Oh,
How big of a space do they cover?
These four covered a full, like, 40 by 40 area.
Okay, yeah, I have nothing I can do.
Like, I could always try to drag him and just, the worst that happens is they grab his body.
I mean,
Right?
that'd be the best option, because the other option is to grab your body.
I can make you bigger.
That would technically increase his carry weight for flying.
Like, I'm not wanting to get him, like, I'm not looking to get him far. I'm just looking to get him in range where I can rifle through his pockets and get his satchel. Can I see a satchel?
You can see some pouches on him. You don't see any substantial ones. Like you don't see an adventurer's backpack.
Damn.
So, to be fair, you guys are murder hobos. You carry everything you own on your backs.
Let's see. What do you guys say? Try it, or how about we just go? I'll take the silence as let's just go.
Yeah, we can come back here later if it's important.
Once we kill everyone here.
Alright.
Or find survivors, yes.
They're all dead.
Alrighty then. Then you move back onto the gravel trail, and in a few moments you return back to where you originally landed. And there's still a heavier set of footprints moving to the right along the fortress wall. What do you want to do? Hello?
I defer to you guys because I don't really know what we're doing here. So.
Oh. Well, the mission, as Bran put it, is go to the top, kill the big bad evil guy.
So I guess we'll follow the other murderer's path. Also, does anyone have a health potion?
I don't think so.
Fuck, I think Bran does.
Is there someone who knows how to heal?
I mean, yeah, you have 2 healers.
I do, but I can't right now.
You're still a
Why
tiger?
can't-
I'm gonna stay tiger until it wears off.
Yeah, it lasts a bit at this level.
That's a lot of hours.
Hey,
I don't want
Aja,
it to go to waste.
will you please heal me?
I do have a fucking tiger.
How shite does this bird look?
I'm at 17 out of 40.
It looks pretty not good.
I'll give you 15 lay on hands.
Let's see.
That's perfectly all right.
Okay, there are potions if you don't want to do that just yet. You do have 5 common healing potions. And 5 potions of vigor, an elixir of health, a potion of superior healing.
I mean, if Bran's kind of just kind of distracted, I'll just take a normalized potion.
It's up to you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna nudge somebody to heal my tiger form since I don't want to turn back yet.
Can it receive healing? I think
It
so.
can.
No, it
It
can't.
can.
If it can't, then I will deal.
Did it drink a potion?
All right, so common potion for me. What do I roll?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you Moon Elena?
Yep.
You can use also spell slots to heal.
Yeah, but I don't have that many, and it might get crazy inside, so I'm afraid to use any.
Might?
True. How much
Okay,
HP are you
so-
short?
Uh,
I mean, that form only lasts, what, 2 hours? And it has a maximum of 30 hit points?
Hers would be like 3.5 hours. I think it's like half of her druid level.
I'm down 21 points.
Maximum of 37.
I'll give the tiger 15. It's an extra shield, so essentially, so it's still useful.
Alright. So yeah. So Armax Armax chugs and the tiger is given the best scritching of its life. A warm, healing scritching. You guys are still where you landed.
All right, so yeah, we'll go up the big gravelly path with all the footsteps.
Alright, continuing down this path, much like the previous... Oh, thank goodness. Much like the previous...
Brand save us.
Yeah, no, they need wisdom bad. Not that you guys are unwise, but you guys needed perception checks like a motherfucker.
You're listening to Aramax.
Hello.
Not really?
Alright, but traveling down the slightly more worn gravel path, as you turn around to the corner of the fortress, which does take you a minute or so, as the base of this is gigantic, as Bran can now see from the photo.
Yes, it's so big.
The gravel starts to smooth out. Soon you begin to see mortar. You begin to see stone rearrangement. You begin to see a nice, well-worn path. Almost as one you've seen in Portcullis. With each step, the area around you gets nicer, cleaner, cutter, until it eventually leads to a solid stone wall, 15 feet high, 20 feet across, with a small, well, not a small, with a normal-sized doorway cut into it. Behind it, you can see nothing but blackness.
Did we figure out what those bear traps were hiding?
Just standard, like, like a World War II, like, German, like, fortification.
Yeah.
Just that. Just don't storm the beaches.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
A fortress in the middle of nowhere is kind of concerned about being attacked from multiple sides? No.
So we have yet to find a way in?
You see one in front of you.
The wall?
It has a doorway in it.
Oh.
A single normal-sized doorway, about 6 feet high, 4 feet across, but behind it is nothing but blackness.
It's clearly a tarp. Should Aramax throw a fireball?
No, because our biggest advantage right now is
Do you
still
see a shape under the tarp?
surprise.
There is no tarp.
Like I guess we could start walking in, I guess?
No, that sounds like the worst idea.
Is there anywhere that I could fly up to get a better view of this?
I mean, it's just flush with the stonework. You can fly up. You can see the rest of the tower above you. Or fortress. Motherfuckers, you got me doing it now.
I mean, there's only one door and there's only one entrance.
Well, on this level.
Yeah.
You can look up and you can see other like small little windows and holes, though most of them look more akin to arrow slits.
I mean, is there any other door that they could take?
There's got to be another way in. This one is obviously going to be trapped.
Yeah.
In like every way. And in most cases, with a tower of this, a fortress of this level, I would imagine that like this isn't even supposed to be the actual way.
Repeat that one more time.
With a fortress with this level of defenses, it would be safe to assume that this isn't even the actual way, but rather a decoy altogether.
It was something about a special door being taken.
Yeah, we start looking for any secret doorways, or maybe a waterway in. I mean, waste has to come out somewhere.
You want to go through the poop gas?
Assuming seedlings poop.
I was about to say, Brad, make an intelligence check. And if anybody's looking for secret door, it's investigation.
Alright.
I'm right here. Hi.
He's a kitty cat?
Yeah, she was freaking out because she couldn't.
Is she fat?
No. I've just been gone for 2 days.
Ah. So Cat is demanding the pets.
Yes. Very much so.
So with Armax and a tiger looking around.
And investigation.
Could I sniff around as well? That would give me advantage.
Sure.
Yes. I am good at investigations.
All right.
You can use your normal investigation roll as a tiger because it uses your mental capabilities.
Isn't your nose physical?
Well,
Well, I mean, she's investigating with her eyes and her paws. That uses her mental intelligence.
Why are you not investigating? You
Oh,
have the
right, yeah, because it's not
oh,
wisdom.
well, you would have to roll perception to use your, like, because you're trying to smell.
get
Investigation
advantage.
is you're touching it. But yeah. But Bran, you know that the seedlings don't have waste. They're hyper efficient. They'd only consume what they need to. And even then, it's just scum and pond water.
I wish I was.
Like, again, they are plants. Elenil. In your tigress form, you don't detect anything else other than the ground here does smell of humans, and half-orcs, and elves, and Ganassi, and a whole bunch of other civilized humanoids. You can smell that they've been here maybe days ago, maybe weeks. Many of them at different times, different genders, and they've all walked through this door. But as soon as you come up to the doorway, you smell nothing. It's as if it is sealed with glass.
I try to mime this all out.
Everyone but her make an animal handling check.
Animal handling.
I think I'm actually good at that.
I feel like animal handling is like one of those things
It's
that
never
like
used.
is like the first indie that just never went away, like a serial port in Adele.
Nope, not good at it.
We're all great at animal handling.
Alright.
Okay, I'll try to describe what she's doing. She's gonna go to an area where she smelled a lot and like pound around the lot trying to show, lots of footprints. And then walk to the door and do like a paw across her throat, dead nothing.
Do you
And
only
see if they
have
get that.
informations a day?
What's
What?
that?
Per
Interpretive
rest.
dance?
Do you only have so many transformations a day? Like
Yeah, 2.
times?
Hers are short rests.
2 for... Wait a minute.
Are they short rests for non-moons?
They're short rests for all druids.
She's the moon.
Oh yeah, sorry,
Wild,
it's
sh-
land.
wild shapes are shortest for all druids.
Yeah, it is. It's just that it's a bonus action. You get higher levels for Moon Druid plus other stuff.
Yeah. Which, by the way, it's been about 5 or so minutes.
Oh, I have 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do I get any of this?
You get the impression that she's detecting there are people, and people have gone through this door.
Oh, so we should go through this door, Elena?
Like,
Is that what you want,
that's
boy?
basically all you can discern.
I shake my head no vigorously.
We shouldn't go through the door.
I shake my head yes.
You have to get
So-
in some.
So everyone went through the door, but we can't go through the door?
Oh, look, I was right. What a surprise. What? Right here.
Is there any other path that we see? Like any kind of like where it looks like someone may have been going or an area that's trying to be obfuscated?
Over to the right of this, you can just see the rocky crags of the island this is on. Looking around, you do not see any other visible part of the fortress, and the only other part that you saw on ground level was when you were near the snap maws. Sorry, Garl Jacks.
Earl Jack?
Can Armax fly over the wall?
I mean, he could fly over past the rock, but the wall goes up into the fortress. Or, I should say, it is a wall of the fortress. It is not a barrier.
Oh, so it just kind of juts out.
Yeah.
Not actually back.
It tapers off and gets thinner as it goes up.
Do we see any mud tracking into the doorway?
You do not. The worked stone here is relatively clean, but Elenil can still smell stuff. She knows
But-
there have been people. Alright, good to know.
Snowing's not gonna make this go any quicker, like a band-aid, right?
We could throw a rock in there.
We could throw a rock in there.
I grab a rock and throw it.
I mean, you paw a rock.
You know,
Well, I could grab one in my mouth and throw it.
Can confirm animals do that.
Yeah.
make a strength check. Just for shits and giggles.
This is gonna be like an amazing flub, isn't it?
I mean, tigers are incredibly strong.
You're right, they are incredibly strong.
Yeah, she picks up a rock and just flings it in. You can see the rock pass through the door and then clatter onto the floor. It acts as you would assume a rock would.
Maybe something... Nope, not living would be kind of mean.
I mean, you do have this tiger.
Do have this tiger.
I slowly start pushing the tiger's just head into the,
I slash at him before he tries.
I imagine it's a boop.
It's a swipe, but the claws aren't out yet.
Perhaps we can try something organic?
Well, look, can you...
Like a vegetable or something.
Is there any way I can, like, peek my head in?
I mean, it's right there.
Alright, I peek.
Right. Armax goes up to the door and sticks his head through.
I'm gonna stand behind him.
He then
Immediately
walks
guillotine
into-
Kansas.
He then walks into the doorway and disappears into the darkness.
What? Hold on a second now. What's all this then? I just poked my head in.
Yep. And then you walked in.
But I didn't want to walk in.
I don't think you can dictate what a player can.
And with this trap, you can.
What do I see?
You're not here. Like, Armax, you're in an antechamber, and you turn around and you can see the doorway you came through, but you don't see any of your friends.
Can I walk out?
You step forward close to it, and as soon as you touch where the doorway is, it seems to puddle away from your hand, almost like smoke. And as soon as you back up, it then pulls back together. Kind of like the effect of going to the paintings in Super Mario, the 64.
Ah!
The rest of you just saw Aramax say, I'm going to put my head in, pokes his head in, and then immediately walks in. Which honestly isn't even the first time he's done that.
I sigh heavily and step back because I'm not getting in that place.
You dead people, like, right here, right?
No, she smells no death. She
Man.
smells no combat. She smells nothing hostile. She only smells stuff she would have smelled over in the Emerald Glades.
Okay, so, we can't leave him alone. We have to.
I'm gonna walk through the door.
Standing
Ren-
out here will starve if we don't do anything eventually. We
Fine,
need to
I
move
walk
on.
in. Stupid.
I was gonna say I go for. Okay.
Yep. The two of them walk through the doorway, and the two of you arrive in an antechamber with Aramax just putting his hand on the door that you came out of repeatedly.
Guys, it was a trap.
Oh,
Yeah, but
Oh,
we're trapped
wait.
together.
man, I wonder who called that. Oh, wait, it was me. Oh, yeah, I told you that several times.
Brand, unless condescending attitudes can get us out of traps, you will stop that.
Unit, are you going to join him?
Oh yeah, sorry, my phone.
It's alright. So yeah, Unit, you begrudgingly follow your compatriots through the doorway, and you all arrive into the same antechamber.
What's in the antechamber?
Right now, it just seems to be stone wall work, and the door behind you with the smoke effect of the outside just disappears. Like actual smoke, just puff. However, in front of you on one of the stoneworks, one of the stones turns towards you guys, and you can see it has 3 concentric purple rings on it. And you hear a small little screeching sound coming from the rock, and then a voice. So, man, you'll be the silly little bumbleclots who think you can take on the great Tix fortress. To be fair, you have bigger balls than the other poor soots who thought they could do it. So I do hope you like my interior decorating. I can already tell you liked my lawn ornaments. Don't worry. I prefer to play with those who think they can take on the great Savon Bad. So, the second you entered into my fortress, I knew your names, your abilities, your everything. My men do not. So, if you wish to keep on your stealth campaign, you're going to have to make it all the way up to the top to fight me. But take this to heart. Tell me your last words first. I want to know what to rhyme at your funeral.
Are we at another
Stay
circuit?
safe, Boombaklats. You hear another small scream, and then the stone slides back into the wall.
Pumpernickel. I think I want my last word to be pumpernickel.
It's another fair. Are we at another fair?
I want it to just be the longest and loudest of screams.
Alright.
I think that would look nice on a tombstone.
Is that even a word, really, though?
I mean, I would consider it in a word count. It's an onomatopoeia.
Yeah, like a comic book kind of thing. New craze.
Can you all see that?
I see black.
I see darkness.
I see a token.
I see a black square.
We're in the monolith.
I see our character thing up here, but that's it.
Okay, you should have sight.
Do we need a torch?
I specifically have global lighting on, so you wouldn't, because this place isn't
Oh,
dark.
wait, hold on a second. Is it because that we still just have the main character, the party token instead of individual tokens?
No, I set it up so... Oh, nothing's showing up. What the... Ah, no.
Just start placing tokens randomly. That's when there were 9 Aramaxes in the room.
Alright, hold on. Ugh.
Yeah, this tower would be a problem.
What in the hell?
It'll be like maximum clonage.
Really?
Yeah!
Ugh.
Hey, there we go.
Alright, this'll work. There you go. Alright. Fucking hell, I knew they changed something. Alright. But hey, you guys are in an antechamber. And before you, you can see a long hallway. This doesn't really do it justice because I kind of screwed up the aspect ratio. But it's about 40 feet long. And about halfway down is where the stone turned out to talk to you and then slide back.
What's the, is it just a straight hall, or are there any,
It's
like,
just a straight
left or
hall
right?
with sconces along the way. And on the opposite side, you can see what looks to be a stone door.
I guess we'll have to very carefully go to the stone door. I immediately check for any kind of traps and things, even though it will be fruitless with armors.
Alright, are you, like, touching to investigate, or are you just looking?
Maybe you should assist while I check.
I will do whatever you want, because I don't want to be hit by another explosion.
He wouldn't be able to assist you with a perception because he can't take out your eyes and look around, but he can help you with an investigation.
Boy, you know that from my mom. She helps me look for stuff all the time.
Yeah, I'll help him look.
Yes, but I am not that. But I am not as good as your mama. All right, so
Brain just takes off his sunglasses and hands him to Armax.
all right,
Yeah, so what would that be? Investigation?
I think we have to do perception first, right? Like, is it... If I roll investigation, I roll low. Are you gonna do one of those weird things where it's like I get caught in the trap because I have to?
I mean, it would depend on the trap.
Can we do perception first then?
All right, Armax is still playing with the smoke.
I'm still just poking at that painting.
All right, Bran, you actually notice something. Along this hallway, every about 15 feet, or I should say the floor. The floor is mostly solid, but with every 15 feet being this solid, I guess, panel, similar, but it's identical to the one that you're standing on. But after that, there is a slight dip in the floor of a 5x5 panel. Maybe about, from this distance, you can see maybe half an inch, something you wouldn't notice. And you can see that there's about 3 of them on the way to the door.
Can I take a like an unlit torch or like a stick and kind of try to tap at that?
Are you gonna walk up to it?
I'm not like onto it, but like I'm gonna poke it with a stick from a safe distance.
Okay, you're gonna go and poke the small recessed panel. And are you gonna try and use like a torch or a spear or?
Yeah, like I was gonna like use a torch and spear. I look at Bran first and be like, can I poke it? Just to, make sure it's not like a thing.
I'm 100% sure it is a thing, and maybe be the one who pokes it, but...
Yeah,
I
Bran, you get the idea that there's something hinky.
There's obviously something there. Like, this isn't exactly in architectural style going on. Obviously it's a thing.
But is it like a spiky thing or like a crushy thing?
I'd honestly rather not find out altogether, but if we're going to poke it, it should either be me, or Yanit, or Iasia.
I mean, can I poke the one across from it?
What? No, that's not any better.
It would be too far away as well. You'd have to jump over the small one.
I leave it up to Bran.
The idea is for you to not get caught in the trap and then die.
At some point in this, Bran's gonna be like, yeah, you know what, Armax? Go poke that.
I take this. I mean, what are you holding?
Torch.
Yeah, that's about half a foot.
Yeah, we're not going to use a torch. That's a terrible idea.
Then go on.
I pull out the almighty bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
What? I'm sorry.
And I pull out the greatsword that I've been carrying around.
I like the bag of holding theme.
Oh, sorry, that was just... I had to silence it for him.
Oh,
Alright, so how are you going to poke this thing?
With the tip of the sword?
Wait, what if you use it? Does it have a sheath?
I'd say it came with one.
Poke it with the sheath. That way you still have the sword.
Okay.
The sheath does not have the handle and pommel, so you would be about a foot closer.
We're never going to use the greatsword. We may as well use our trap.
Fine, poke it.
Okay, I'm going to poke it.
Alright.
Fine.
Fine.
I hope you enjoy it.
I will.
Alright.
Fine.
Brand, as you begin to walk forward, the 15-foot panel that was in front of you guys, the second your foot touches it, it recedes down to the same level as the 5-foot panel.
What are you talking about? Wait. Say that again.
As soon as you begin walking forward onto the long panel, the 15-foot one, it recedes to the same level as the small panel that you were looking at to poke.
Are these similar to the panels we dealt with in the cave
And
place?
so do the other two panels past it, making a perfectly even hallway. And as that happens, you just hear this... And this wall of purple energy rushes at you guys and overtakes you instantaneously. But you don't feel anything. At first. Because... You know that bracelet you just put on, Bran?
Yeah.
Feels a lot looser than it used to. Ayaja? You can't help but get the feeling that your armor is a little more stiffer than it used to be.
The blade, okay.
The blade?
Yeah, the piece blade.
Pulling it out, it looks fine until you look at the moonstone pommel, and it is dark.
You cut out for me.
Ah, shit. Wait, hold on a second. How's my necklace?
Armax, you heard the brief seconds of a scream before it was eventually silenced.
Guys, all our magic shit stopped working.
Can we make a check to know if it's permanently broken?
And, Unit, your sword is gone. Not your physical sword, the song of your people.
I just got that mixed up with unit mixed up with Bran again, so I just pictured Bran holding a sword and then it just copy Command C goes away.
Alright. And if you want to check about your magic items, you're going to need to make an Arcana check.
I have no clue.
You think your sword's taking a nap.
Do I kind of get the feeling that that my good friend is not so much dead, but unconscious?
Unit nails it. Unit, you've seen these effects before. This is the effect of an anti-magic field. But you sort of listen, and you can still hear the slight tinge of the hum, so you figure you're just still in the field. You don't know how far it is, but you'd imagine if you leave it, your gear comes back.
So, did anything happen when Bran poked the the lowered?
You poke the other one?
I don't.
Okay. It's still in front of you.
Maybe you guys should stop poking things.
I mirror Brand's footsteps.
So
The lower section is only supposed to be 5 feet wide?
Yeah, but they're all even now. Or they're all on the same level. What's your plan?
Did we
Guys?
actually open the door again? Or
No, the door is still about 30 feet in front of you guys.
How, like, flush with the wall and floor is the door? Like, can we see underneath it at all?
I'd say with your dark vision, you could see that it is now flush with all the floor.
I'm gonna go ahead and poke the floor with the grate.
You poke it, and it is solid as a rock.
Should I stand on it?
In fact, you give it a good poke, and you can hear that it's solid. But you poke the one that you stood on, and it sounds a little less solid.
Okay. So I'm going to stand on the solid feeling one.
Solid as a rock.
I will also stand on the solid feeling. Just organized so none of us are on top of the one just stepped on.
Alright, you wouldn't all be able to get onto this. But, yeah, you all move off of the other one, and it's fine. No discernible effect changes.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Is there any way? Where's the other flush one? Is it just right in front?
Well, no, they're all flush now.
Every single one of them's flush?
Yes.
Should I start walking forward while checking for traps?
You may. Perception.
Then hold on a second. Brand, do you want to walk in front of me? Because I'm about walking.
Armax, why are you always...
I'm curious to see what kind of traps they put in there.
I'm also curious to see if we break the floor, if that'll get rid of the anti... Stop. Leave me alone. I'm gonna swing the great sword at the floor, see if it breaks at all.
Okay. The small one or the long one?
The not solid sounding one?
That's the long one. You swing into it, and you hear the clatter of steel on stone. Just a small little chip in it. I mean, you're not going to miss the floor. You're not really doing much damage.
Okay, fine, Armax, we'll do it your way. I'm gonna use the sword like a blind man stick.
A cane.
Blind man stick.
Alright. And you begin tapping down the hallway. Make a perception check. Alright. Through the course of all of this, you detect no difference. Like, the longer panels are slightly hollower sounder, but it's a difference between 5 feet of stone and maybe 4.5 feet of stone. Negligible. But you make it all the way across to the stone door. The door in front of you is, of course, made of stone. It doesn't have any holes to see through it, but it does have a handle at the bottom that you have to lift up. As in, it doesn't have a hinge.
Unit, are you strong?
Sure.
And you've done like temples and stuff. You're Dr. Jones.
Yes, I tend to not try to like break things though. I study them. What do I need to do?
Just lift the door.
It's like the shutter on a storage unit, but a solid stone door. Doesn't look like it's locked in any way.
Last time I reached for a handle, I got squished.
I want to check out for traps.
Investigation check. Looking around, you do not detect any traps, though you can tell that this door doesn't have any way to hold it up. So somebody's going to have to pick it up every time you want to go through. Looks decently heavy, but nothing for a man of your stature.
Okay, I'll try to lift it.
Yep. Yeah, you lift it up, and it's a good deal heavier than you thought, but you can hold it. You kind of got to atlas it a little, but you can lift it up for your comrades.
Don't take your time, guys. Go ahead, get through.
I go through.
I run through.
All right. You now enter into a... What the hell? That is weird. I'm going to fix that.
Guys, there's a rendering error in this room. We're gonna have to fight Missing No.
We're all screwed.
Don't worry. As long as if we hit it once, we'll get like 1 billion of whatever our 8th item is. So, do we want all the greater potions, or do we want something we can sell for a lot of money?
As you enter into this room, unit being last, the door slides down behind you guys with a heavy thud. And you can see that this room has 4 central pillars, with one singular pillar that has a spiral groove upon it. Along each of the walls, you can see that they are lined with both chains and wooden spikes. In here, you can see that there are 2 doors. One directly in front of you guys to the southeast of the room, and one to the northeast of the room.
For the record, the angel blood is now our 8th item.
I like that.
8th item where?
No dang. Does it run off bag of holding inventory? Does it run off your backpack inventory? RMX?
Yeah, no, it would be your item pouch.
All right.
Okay, so I guess that'd be our bag of holding?
All right.
Yes.
Nope, you have to equip it onto your belt. I'm kidding. All right, so what do you guys want to do?
Just to make sure I have this correct, we have 4 pillars.
There are 4 central pillars that are holding up the ceiling, but the one in the center has a spiral groove upon it as it goes up to the top.
And you said there's rods on the central one?
No. There's only the grooving. Along the walls, you can see that there are metal chains with at the end manacles and wooden spikes.
Maybe we're supposed to lawn the center one.
I go and I inspect the center one.
Okay. Right. What do you currently have on you, RMX? Just so I know.
Just so you know. In terms of items?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, do we feel like the anti-magic is still working?
Yep.
I have a light crossbow bolts, a dagger, a explorer's pack, an arcane focus, bagpipes, ball bearings, lifesaver, amulet of Thursday, golden cross, and the rod of elementals.
Okay.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Photo of a lover. Got it. Yeah, you get closer to the pillar, and what would you like to do? Getting closer to it, you can see that it's made of a slightly different stone than the other ones. And from there, you can better see the two doors. The one to the northeast is made of stone, similar to the one that you're at. While the one to the southwest... I fucked that up. The one to the the one to the southeast looks to be made of steel.
Is there any writings?
On the pillar? Make a perception check.
Is there a pillar?
You can still see the pillar, but it just looks to be a stone column that has this track groove into it, almost like an auger. Though it's a very thin one.
I poke the groove.
It feels like stone.
I guess I'll inspect the door like ours.
Alright, so you go across the room. What's everyone else doing?
I'm
Do
gonna
any of
follow
these
on.
symbols look familiar to any of us? Like, I know some things look kind of intricate, so I don't know if there's something we could read on these pillars, or...
Do you get clearly Because really you're all just at the door.
Oh, well, did anything happen to the bird when he got close?
Nope, he just walked across the room.
I'm gonna walk towards this middle thing, see if it says anything or brings up a memory, I don't know.
Alright. Now, what are you carrying on you?
It's magical?
No, just in general.
Okay, +1 shield, longsword, javelins, explorer pack, holy symbol, eagle bear earmuffs, lead container with the thing in it, guise of bellows, spoon of realities, badge, diseased pin, the special armor, the peaceful blade, a soraz, and a costume.
Okay. As you get closer to the pillar, you can feel yourself getting pulled towards it slightly. Until you eventually have to, brace yourself against it. And then all of you can see that the chains around the room begin pulling towards the center.
Hey, Yasha, it's your magnetic personality.
Then
Aw, that's really nice of you to say. Wait, this is bad.
it all stops.
Oh, it's good again.
But as the pillar begins to spin, the grooves begin to extend, and it grows taller.
Oh, no, it's still bad.
The grooves become almost the size of your fists, as it doesn't look like a column anymore. It now looks to be a stone spring. Takes it about a couple seconds before it hits to the top, and then it slams down. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
What?
Now, would class features count as magic?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, so they don't get... Okay, sorry.
Alright. Let's see, I'm just going to go by how you are at the bottom of the screen. Okay, anybody who beats a 15.
I beat a 15.
Right, Armax, Will, Elenil. You guys see this slam down, and you brace yourselves against this force. Ynit and... who's it? Ynit and Ayaja, the two of you get knocked back, almost as if you got hit with a wind fist. Both of you take... let's see... 5 thunder damage, as the concussion of the spring slamming pumps out wind great enough to knock you both back. And it begins to reset again. What do you want? Ynit, you're at the top of the round.
I have no idea what just happened.
All right, so just to make sure I have this correct, this isn't a pillar, it's a coil that's making a shockwave.
Yep. And you guess that every 6 seconds it's going to slam again. And it seems to hit the entirety of the room.
Oh. Alright.
It's
How
Unit's
tough?
turn.
How tough does that thing look?
Well, that's for Unit to find out.
I'm stunned against the wall. I really have no idea what's going on.
You're not stunned. It just, like, sorry, if I said stunned, I meant, like, dramatically stunned, not physically stunned. You have your turn and everything. And you took the 5 thunder damage.
I mean, I'm like literally stunned. I don't know what the hell just happened, so I have no idea what to do. I was just standing there and someone tripped something.
Yeah, you were standing there and then you saw it climb up and then slam down. Like, it didn't catch you off guard. Sort of.
There's actually something there, or was
Yeah,
it?
it's the pillar. Like, the pillar is like a giant spring. Or a slinky. Something
a slinky.
And every time it slams, it hurts.
It's a concussion generator.
Yeah.
Nothing I can do to stop that. I don't know.
We can break it. Oh wait, we don't have any magic.
Alright. What do you want to do?
I wasn't kidding when I said I was stunned. I said there's nothing I can't. I don't really have any idea what to do.
You are not stunned.
No, stunning. It's like I feel
it.
stunned. Yeah, okay. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, he's using it thematically.
Ah, okay, so we're all using it thematically.
Alright, Aramax, you're up then.
Am I thematically stunned?
No. You succeed.
Does the door seem locked that I'm at?
The stone one, it does. Or I should say, it doesn't look so much locked as it does feel heavy as shit.
Any of the 4 pillars around that, do they appear to have any, like, mechanisms on them?
Are you going to go investigate?
I'll investigate them.
Alright, roll investigation, and that's your action. Will, you're up.
The tools and the wood spikes, do they seem like they can come off the wall?
Judging from them getting pulled center with everyone else, you'd imagine it would take a great deal of force. But at a casual glance, it's hard to say. What are you gonna do, bro? Like, you got about 4 seconds before this thing slams again. 5.
While it's open, I'd like to investigate it.
All right, roll it. Moving to Ayaja, you're up.
I am stunned, right? Because I failed.
No.
Oh.
There was no actual stunning.
Okay, I was so confused.
All right.
All right. I was knocked back by the wind thing.
Yeah,
so.
but not by a square. Like,
Is this thing attached to the pillars in any way?
not that you can tell from a glance.
Can I take a harder look?
All right, go roll investigation. And Will, you notice something. When the coil is at its highest, right in the center at the base of it, you can see that there is a lever in the center of it. Ayasha, you find that pillar has words written on it. They read help.
Help?
Yep, and they seem to be scrawled on very quickly, with small traces of blood. Elenel, you are a tiger, and because of how B-shape works, you haven't been untigered.
Yep, I'm a tiger. Do I notice Iyaja, like, over there, looking at something?
Yep.
Yeah, she's touching it, I assume, because she's investigating.
Can I run over there and just slap the lever?
No, the lever is in the center, and only Bran knows about it.
Oh, okay. Well, can I help her investigate over there?
Yes, you can. I'd say roll perception. Because this will be different. Alright. Yeah. You can definitely confirm that there is blood on the writing.
Ick.
Alright, top of the round. Coil gets to the top and slams. Dexterity saves from everyone. You're beginning to understand why an entire college of wizards hasn't been able to crack through this.
Jesus Christ, how am I doing that?
Well, you can
I
fly.
think that's my third 8 today.
Oy. Alright, Aramax, Bran, you two see it coming. Bran especially, as you just duck behind one of the pillars before it slams. The rest of you take 9 thunder damage as it smashes down into the floor, shaking dust and stone out of the walls. And it just concusses outwards, essentially slamming you all in the chest. Top of the round. Will. Or not Will, yeah, Yannette.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah. So you're able to mount yourself and it barely tickled.
Okay, I look around the room and I try to find out what's causing this.
I mean, well, you know it's the center of the room.
Can I see the lever?
I'd say at this point, Bran's probably really interested in it, so you can possibly see he's trying to look at something. Like,
I try to go over and pull the lever.
What?
alright, so you're going to ready your action to pull the lever. Because right now, it hasn't been... Bran can only see it when the coil is right about to slam down. You basically have like a quarter-second window to pull it or lose your arm.
Worth it.
Alright, Unit goes to... Unit gets down on all fours and is ready to just grab at this small, itty-bitty switch. Arumax, you're up.
Let's see. They've already got the switch covered, right?
You think?
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is there any way I could help, like, Elenil or Yaja, like, brace for impact? Just in case?
Not especially. Like, if this was some sort of directed attack, maybe, but this is just a force emanating outwards.
Okay, then I'll go near the switch, I guess, as well, just in case something fucks up.
Alright. This brings us to Bran.
How big is the switch?
It'd be small for your hand. Like, it could basically fit in your palm.
It's like sitting at the very bottom, right? Like on the ground.
Yes, it is dead center in the middle of this coil.
Okay. Seeing Yanit decide to volunteer his arm to ready himself, I'm gonna look at Aramax and like shrug and go hide behind the pillar.
I brace in front of the tiger.
Yaja, you're up.
She died.
Alright. She is currently reading the words of a dead man. Elenil, you're up.
Sorry, I was actually reading rules. Don't mind me.
Oh,
Think
I
about
think...
anti-magic field because my stuff might still work.
Ooh, okay. If you find anything, send it to me. Alright, so that just leaves Taiga. Taiga.
There's a bird in front of you.
Did I notice Bran going to a lever, or did I see a lever?
You noticed Bran get excited about something, but then you noticed Yanit just jump down onto all fours and, like, staring at it like a cat.
And then I walked away.
And then Bran got his ass out of there.
I'm gonna go to where Brandon is. Do I see the thing?
Ynit's there, not Bran.
Oh. Well, I go to where Bran was, where he was all excited about something.
Alright, make a perception check. And I'll give you advantage since you know there's something. Yeah, because your smell wouldn't have helped you here. Didn't fucking need it. Yeah, you can see that there's something in there that is... I mean, you can see a lever. That's basically all I can say. But it doesn't look accessible until the piston is right about to drop.
Can I wait until it's right about to drop, throw my paw in there, and smack it?
Yes, you are ready in your action to hit the lever.
Yep, I hit the lever. When appropriate.
Alright. Top of the round. Piston hits the ceiling. And both of you make a... Just gotta double check my notes here. Make a dexterity check.
Am I one of those two? Sorry, I was reading a lot of text.
No.
Alright, there's the cat. Alright. Let's see. Hold on, just gotta double check. Thank fucking goodness.
Okay, yeah, my abilities are still there because it's from a deity.
Was about to say, did we just have like 2 characters lose their arms?
If only we had somebody who was like a dexterity build. Maybe they did.
How was I supposed to know it was a dex check?
Really? Really? Are you really asking that right now?
Yes, I did!
Okay, Ynit, you go to grab it, but you just see this flash of orange just strike across it, and you'll hear this click. The piston hits the ceiling, and then just slowly begins to sink.
That's right, I'm the best.
Tanya the Tiger.
You have successfully deactivated whatever this was.
Coily the Spring Sprite.
A magnetized trap in an anti-magic field.
Which, I don't know. Hold on, let me turn me up. You can hear me, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
It does work, my stuff. So, for future reference.
Link me
So-
to where you read that.
The actual anti-magic field spell. It says by an artifact or a deity. So technically our items might work too, although we don't have any artifacts, right? We don't have any serious business stuff.
Hey, you haven't checked.
Not unless Tharzadoon is a deity.
I mean, I assume the aspects might be, but it's kind of hard to tell with hers.
Okay, question, guys. Do you want to continue without Elenil, or do you want to hold off? I'm putting this up to the party.
I don't want her to miss out if it's big plot point, personally.
How big is...
Well, you were told that this place is 9 stories tall, or 9 floors tall. Looked a fucking hell of a lot bigger than it did that.
Let me see if I can rephrase this. If we stop at 10:30 every single session, so that we can all make sure we play with Elenil, how many sessions do you estimate this will? Based on, let's say, 1, maybe 2 rooms a session.
Oh no, some of these will be much faster. This is just the room designed to kill the wizards. I mean, you entered into the Tomb of Horrors. This was the antechamber to the Tomb of Horrors. What did you expect?
So,
I'd imagine going full steam, you guys could get through this whole thing in 2-3 sessions with a last session boss fight. Stopping at 10:30, I could see it maybe taking an extra session or 2. It really depends on what you guys do. Like, are you going to explore every single room? Are you going to find a way to cheat through floors? Like,
We're gonna try.
yeah, you know,
I'm legit surprised none of you tried to fly up.
There's
I
a
can't fly.
the room is only
no,
one story.
on the outside.
Well, no, I'm not gonna fly here. Are you crazy? Fly around on a fortress in the sea where they are guaranteed to have bows, arrows, mortars, cannons.
And that Ayasha was hit in the sky by, so, no thanks.
Well, that was
yeah.
artillery. You're too close for that to hit.
Yeah, no, like here's what would happen. Like, you know that scene in like The Legend of Zelda where they kill the big bird? Like, that's what would happen to Armax.
Like I said, I'm just surprised. But yeah, like, again, you guys dictate the speed of this. I'm good taking as long as you guys want to. Time still passes, but...
In that case, let's go ahead and wait on.
Roger that. This is also really good because it gives me a much better place to bring in Saphis.
Hell yeah.
Alright.